Hey guys, medicine number one, blah blah blah. You guys know this by now. Well, some things have changed. Not a ton, but some things are different. Although I do have a bunch of stuff to go over today, regardless. So let's start off with the one new guy from the I've gotten since the last video, and that's something I actually got just earlier today, and that is Legacy Galaxy Shuttle. It's a character from Transformers Victory. Of course, I was gonna need to get it eventually. It took a while, but I finally have him, and I I'm I like him. Even though they just made him an Astro Train repaint with a new head, I like him. I'm very happy with him, and I love how they made the Astro Train box accessory thing look like Countdown's MicroMaster base. So of course I'm leaving that out with the MicroMasters, and I may or may not own a Countdown one day. Just saying. A little bit of a hint. What kind of hint is that? That is stupid. Why did I say that? Um, yeah. Eh. Moving on. I'm not making any sense. Um, uh, yeah, like I said, new. That's the only new thing from the last video. I like him. Very good. Love to see some more Transformers victory. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. There's a little bit of a rearranging that I did a little while ago. You as over here on the G2 slash comic book shelf, I have decided to demote this to simplify this a little bit more into just being the comic book shelf. So basically, characters that only ever appeared in the comic books, or specifically comic book versions of a character, they're all here. And so I still got all these with Ultra Magnus, Impactor, Emirazaron, the uh, Javelin, bleh. I'm struggling with names randomly. Minimus Ambus, wrong. The Armada Starscream that I use as my IDW Starscream, Toxitron, G-Axis, Flame, Tarn, Straxus, Flame War, Barricade, and Cascade. Meanwhile, all the stuff that used to be there, I decided to bring over to this section here. So that includes the Siege G2 Sideswipe, the Laser Cycle Jazz, the Legacy Star Raiders Road Pig, and the three G2 Seekers that I have, which are the Cloud Cover, G2 Ramjet, and G2 Sandstorm. Um, so basically, all the ones that were only in toys or just didn't really have any particular significance, or specifically in Sideswipe's case, was just a repaint of the G1 the character design. It's like I know G2 Sideswipe appeared this way in the comics, in multiple different comics, I believe, actually. But I moved him over here purely for just because it was easier. It made things simpler on me on for the shelf over there and everything. I mostly did this so I could move the laser cycles over here. So first, so I could have the laser cycles over here, and also these three seekers were taking up way too much space on that shelf. So now that they're over here, that frees up a little bit more room on the shelf. I mostly decided to free up more space because of all of the announcements that's been going on, specifically like the timelines, Hearts of Steel stuff that they announced. That's like the main reason because I definitely want to make sure I get my hands on those eventually. So and they're all going to be going here, of course. But yeah. Anyway, um, that's that. And okay, so the next, I can words. So the next thing to talk about, I did do a slight bit of change, a slight change on my Lyo Kaiser set here. They might have shifted their placement a little bit because I was messing around with them a while ago, a few weeks ago, I think. And I decided to change Kill Bison's pose to the funny pose. His right arm can't do it perfectly, but if you know, you know. If you don't know, you'll figure it out one day, maybe. All you need to know is Kill Bison is doing the funny pose. I don't figure it out on your own, I guess, if you don't know. It doesn't matter. Um, uh, but yeah, I moved them all around because I decided to with all the conversation about the new Hasbro combiners and like the stuff they did with Menasor and the new Superion and Bruticus coming, um, I wanted to look back and mess around with the Combiner Wars style a little bit, and generally just like remind myself what it was like, so I could more easily talk about the subject. And so basically, what I did was I grabbed my Combiner Wars Onslaught and threw my Lyo Kaiser limbs onto him because I don't like the Desaurus. I don't like it. So I grabbed all those, messed around with them, transformed them all, and combined them. Just messed around with it for a little bit, and my decision on my feelings on the Combiner Wars system. I absolutely hate the Combiner Wars system. I the new system that started with Legacy Menasor is infinitely superior, and I can understand where some people are coming from with the criticism, but on the other hand, it is infinitely better than Combiner Wars will ever be. Just the overall stability and complexity and things holding together and looking good, and there's just bleh. I'm struggling to words, but you get the point. Combiner Wars stuff, they always all had to do like almost the exact same thing for every single transformation. Every single figure transformed in almost exactly the same way. The way they combined was just not good. Like, sure, it was interchangeable, but that sacrificed the look of the combiner as a whole. It sacrificed the individuals, as I said, and it just so the overall stability of the combiners were not good at all. It was very much a mess, and this new system, starting with the Menasor and obviously the Superion and the rest, is infinitely better. I will. I'm happy with it. And really, the only sacrifice is we have a little bit of like a combiner skeleton, which is perfectly fine and very, very limited customization options. So no Scramble City, basically. And honestly, outside of like the Scramble City animation and like the Transformers manga, since when was the Scramble City aspect ever important? Like, I get people, it's like a playability thing and kids enjoy it, but like, let's face it, who actually messes around with combiners in a way that isn't their canon official configurations? Who actually does that? I'm certainly don't do that, and I have yet to know people who do that. So I'm just gonna go out and say, who cares about Scramble City enough to do that? Seriously, no one cares. No one really actually does that. You say you want to have the option, but do you really actually do it? No, you don't. Anyway, that's all. That's my input on the combiner situation. Um. Okay, so as I've mentioned in previous videos, I have like a list of things to talk about for the video. And the next thing I have here on the list is Seeker Combiner idea. I have no idea what I was thinking when I added that to the list. I don't know what the idea was at all. See, like all it says here is just Seeker Combiner idea. I what what was past me thinking? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I mean, I guess there's always been like an idea that I've had for a long time of like having the original six Seekers being having a combined form, and I think like that would be cool. Like, oh yeah, okay, it's starting to come back to me. It's starting to come back to me. So basically, having the original six Seekers, Starscream, Skywarp, Thundercracker, Ramjet, Thrust, and Dirge, all combining to form like a six-guy combiner, like Constructicon style, and having like Skywarp and Thundercracker be the arms, Starscream being the hook of the combiner, and Ramjet like Thrust and Dirge probably being the legs, and Ramjet being like the long haul, I guess. That's really all there is to that. I don't know why past me felt the need to bring that up in the video, but yeah, it's kind of neat. I know they kind of almost did that in Power of the Primes with the Voyager Starscream. I used to own that figure because I would just buy any Starscream to ever exist because I was obsessed with Starscream and Seekers. I mean, I'm still obsessed with Seekers, but I would just buy anything with Starscream's name on it for a bit. Um, and then I came to my senses and realized that thing was a piece of trash, and I sold it. Speaking of, check the description. I have my Mercari page. You can buy things from me. Down there, do it. Buy things from me. It's cool stuff. Do it. I actually put something on my Mercari page. Actually, just now, recently, before uploading this video, I believe it. Yeah, I put up Siege Megatron because I have too many of that mold, and we already know there's another Megatron coming out next year or late this year. I don't know actually, but whatever. Point is, I put stuff up there every so often, and yeah, buy buy my robots, buy my plastic robots, please. I beg of you. Anyway, moving on. More combiner based conversation. HasLab Lyokaiser, yeah. I, of course, made sure I backed it immediately. I don't even remember last time I made a video if I had already mentioned that, but yeah, I backed it because how could I not? I am Transformers Victory obsessed. Can you tell? Um, yeah, I got it. I absolutely love it. I have almost no complaints. The shoulders on Kill Bison and Drillhorn are a little weird. But other than that, I am loving it. I am loving it so absolutely much. I'm just I cannot describe into words how much I love that HasLab set. And I cannot wait to get it in late 2026. It will be absolutely glorious and amazing. I love it so much. But now we're finally getting into like Age of the Primes and starting to come in, and Legacy's over. Even though I still missed so much of it, I still need to go back and get stuff like Overcharge. I never found the Cybertronian Wheeljack. I am very sad that I never found that. Stupid Target exclusives being a pain in the butt yet again. I am so lucky that I managed to find the Star Raiders that I did. I did find other Star Raiders, but I don't like the lockdown. You cannot take that legacy lockdown and say that that is meant to be lockdown. I refuse. We need something better. But yeah, I got all the Star Raiders that I wanted, thankfully, and all the ones from the Star Raiders line. I'm still calling them Star Seekers. You can't make me, Hasbro. Um, but yeah, I'm the basically saying I couldn't get I couldn't complete the Cybertronian alt mode trio from the first episode. I'm kind of sad about that. I hope I can get that one day. I don't know. And yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff like Beachcomber and Cosmos that I still haven't gotten. But I mean, like, I still have their old Legends figures from Power of the Primes and Titan's Return, and those are okay. I can live with those. I would like to get their updated versions. That would be the ideal scenario. But I'll survive with these, I guess. I really hope to get their newer versions, though. I'm just, with so much stuff coming out all the time, constantly, there's just stuff that I miss out on, and those just happen to be some of them. There's probably a lot other ones that I'm forgetting too. Oh yeah, like the Armada Wheeljack that they did. That's another one that I've been wanting to get that I still have not yet. Hopefully I can get that at some point. And then when it comes to Age of the Primes, all the new stuff coming out, it's like, okay, I need all of it immediately, please. I need all of the 13. I really want to finish the 13. I want to get the full set. I want to get every single one of them so I can have the full 13. Although technically they're making the 13th Star Convoy. So technically it'll just be 12. But whatever, doesn't matter. I'm getting the Star Convoy anyway. I with as Japanese G1 obsessed as I am, there was no way I wasn't getting that Star Convoy. So yeah, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I have both Siege Omega Supreme and Legacy and the Age of the Prime Star Convoy on pre-order. Those are like the only two things that I have on pre-order right now, obviously excluding the HasLab Lyokaiser. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier when I was talking about the countdown stuff. Because for those who don't know, Siege Omega Supreme comes with countdown. But yeah, that's really all there is to say there. It's a thing. I'm getting them. They're cool, and I'm excited to get them when they release and all that. That'll be cool. Um, in other stuff, um, oh yeah, Cyber World and Wild King. Those are a thing. After the whole rushed immediate death of Earthspark, which by the way I still need that deluxe Soundwave. I need Hasbro, please, I'm begging, I need it. I need that deluxe Soundwave yesterday. I need it immediately. Hasbro, please give me Soundwave. I beg you. Again, I don't know if it's out yet or not, but I've seen all the images and I need. I've been stuck with this little one-step guy for too long. I mean, like, this is the only reason I intentionally ever bought a one-step and at any point is so that I could get the Soundwave. But yeah, oh well. I'll try and get it if I can. Earthspark Deluxes are cheap, so that won't be an issue. It'll just be an issue of finding it. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. We're talking about Cyberworld and Wild King. Cyberworld, um, it's an interesting new direction. It's something new. It's something different, and most importantly, it's something that's cheap and for the little kids. I probably won't be getting any of those toys except for maybe Skybite. That Skybite is goofy, and I kind of love it for that. Um, yeah, it's I have nothing wrong with Cyberworld. It's fine. Some people are more upset with it. Um, I think it's fine doing what it's supposed to be, and that's basically being a placeholder line between Earthspark and whatever comes next. And the same goes for Wild King. And yes, I have watched the the first episode that is combined into from two small ones. Because they're doing like 5 minute episodes for Wild King. I don't remember how long the ones for Cyberworld are gonna be. But yeah, Wild King also light long is budget long rack. That you can't convince me otherwise. And what was it called? Elementros. Elementros is just Eucharis, but they decided to give it an element gimmick. That's really all there is to it. I they're doing the Megatron and Optimus are friends. I'm wondering, is Wild King supposed to be like the Transformers Go for Earthspark? Like, you know how in Japan they didn't get Transformers Prime, they didn't get Beast Hunters, any of the things related to Beast Hunters, they got Transformers Go instead. They didn't get the third season or any of that. I wonder if instead of just like fully doing a reboot, is obviously they're changing their alt modes and their character designs, but that's what they did in Transformers Go too. So Transformers Go did whatever it wanted. So it's just giving me a lot of reminders of that, with both having all of the character models being just based directly from the toys, and obviously it being a fully the first Japanese series that's like exclusive over there, even though it's just on YouTube, anyone can watch it. But whatever. The first specifically made for Japan series since Transformers Go. I'm seeing a lot of parallels. I mean, it's not really a good or bad thing. Transformers Go is the most it's fine, okay, out of Transformers shows in general. It's kind of big nothing outside of the goofiness that is Optimus X Prime. The dumbest thing ever, and it's hilarious. Seriously, if you haven't watched that, it's on YouTube. Transformers Go is kind of goofy and funny sometimes. Watch it. It's a fun thing to goof around with if you want to watch something that's not really taking itself very seriously. Um, yeah, whatever. I think I've said all that I really need to say about those. Wild King, Cyberworld, they're for kids. They're it's the toy lines are very much not meant for people like me. I think at this point, now that after Earthspark was like as bad as it is with his toy line, don't murder me on the internet, please. Don't cancel me. Earthspark is good. Mostly, I've made my opinions on Earthspark very well known. Um, yeah. Bleh. I don't know why I'm going back on this. But point is, with how bad Earthspark's toy line was, um, uh, yeah, and how Cyberworld and Wild King are starting to look like, I don't think I'm going to get anything outside of like the current generation's toy line and like whatever's going on in Studio Series 86, and not just Studio Series 86. Like I'm still obviously gonna go for like the Transformers One stuff, and if they do more Bumblebee movie concept art stuff. I never did manage to get a hold of that Megatron, and I still can't find Frenzy for a reasonable price. I'm not paying $20 for a red version of Rumble. I don't care that much about Frenzy to pay $20. I mean, I do like Frenzy. I want a Frenzy. I want a good Frenzy to go up on my main G1 Decepticon shelf, but I don't want to pay $20 for a Frenzy. That's like $15 at best. Maybe like somewhere between 15, something less than 20. I'm not. Where that's the only price I've been seeing for him on online stores. If anyone has a good way to find a Frenzy or any of the other cassettes, let me know. I am a cassette fan, and I need more of the cassette bots. And yeah, other than that, I'm hopefully going to start being able to get more of the new stuff, as I keep saying, and all the new combiners coming out, especially, and like I am possibly going to be getting the Bone Crusher and Scrapper eventually, sometime this year. I don't know what's going on there. I might get them eventually. I'm probably going to get them. It's kind of a weird situation with that, and hopefully I can manage to get another. With all of the Commander class stuff coming out, it's like it's really getting hard to keep up with things because like I just went back to catch up and grabbed Magmatron and Optimus Armada Optimus a while back, and I've already bought 2 other Titans and a HasLab, and yeah, that's kind of a bit much. I'm not keeping up with that is a challenge, and just like all of the other mainline stuff, it's a lot. Oh yeah, and on top of all that, we have AI art concerns on the on the box art for new stuff coming out. That's fun. Oh, and I believe there was a while ago on one of the on some statement Hasbro sent out a while back. I don't even remember when this was. I've been talking. It doesn't matter. Basically, with some people thinking some of the box art, like with the Hook and Halong Hall one in particular, and a few other things, of Hasbro officially releasing official images for new stuff coming. That's literally just AI art, or people suspect it to be AI art, and the statement that Hasbro released a little while ago saying that one of the things that they are intending to do is like AI generated content. And for those who aren't aware of my feelings on AI generated content, I despise it with a passion. I want nothing to do with that, and if Transformers starts doing it, I will be incredibly upset. And if it's confirmed that they're using AI art more, like they already don't respect the artists that do the box art. We don't need them to be doing AI on top of that. It's kind of insane, honestly. But we don't need to be worrying about that right now. We're talking about the funny plastic robots. We don't need to do the serious discussions today. That's for another time. What time is that? I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to make my opinions on all of that known, just so you all know. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, thank you everybody for watching. If you make sure to look in the description down below, I got my Mercari page where you can buy stuff from me. I have my guide to Transformers if you want to learn anything about Transformers or anything along those lines. You can check that down below as well. And I'm pretty sure that's all there is left to say. So, thank you everybody for watching. And thank you! You've been a great audience. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more Hyperlink Blocked.